Good morning. No, evening. Welcome. Welcome. Let's go ahead and find a nice, comfortable seated position on our mats. And from this comfortable seated position, go ahead and close your eyes. Begin to breathe slowly and deeply in and out through the nose. Maybe taking your inhales and exhales to a count of 4. 4 on the inhale and 4 on the exhale. Feeling our lungs expand as we breathe. Focusing on the sensation of the point between your eyes. Bringing your attention to this point. If your mind begins to wander, bringing your attention back to the breath, back to that point on the forehead, in between your eyes, just right between the brows. See if you can almost feel a sensation as if someone was touching you there. Inhaling and exhaling to the count of 4. And as we begin to relax here, go ahead and continue to draw that crown of the head up towards the sky. Maybe you tighten in the belly, drawing that belly button up and in, using your core to hold your upper body nice and straight. Relaxing in the knees, the hips, allowing the legs to just fall towards the floor. As gravity grounds you to the earth. Just a few more breaths here. And gently allowing your eyes to open. Let's go ahead and take our legs out long. Let's scooch back. Okay. Legs out long. Flexing those feet. Drawing those toes back towards the nose. If you have a little flesh in your buttocks, most of us do, go ahead and just scoop a little bit out from under you so your sits bones can ground deeper into the earth. It should feel like a slight pelvic tilt forward. And you can sit up a little straighter that way in the back. So with the feet nice and flexed, your quads pressing towards the mat. So your whole lower body is very activated right now. Tucking that belly button up and in, drawing up through the crown. Nice straight spine. Let's go ahead and interlace the fingers. Pressing the palms forward, drawing those shoulders back together on your back. Inhale, palms up. Pressing those palms towards the sky, drawing those forearms back towards the back of the room. Squeezing those elbows together and continuing to draw in through that belly button so we're not leaning back. Keep drawing forward, nice straight spine. Let's go ahead and interlace the fingers. Pressing the palms forward, drawing those shoulders back together on your back. Inhale, palms up. Pressing those palms towards the sky, drawing those forearms back towards the back of the room. Squeezing those elbows together and continuing to draw in through that belly button so we're not leaning back. Keep drawing forward, nice straight spine. And exhale, release. Go ahead and switch the cross. Pressing the palms forward once again. So different pinky on top this time. Drawing those shoulders back and down. Palms up. Elbows squeezing together. Keep twisting those palms towards the sky. Drawing those wrists back towards the back of the room. Towards the back of your head. Feeling the opening in those shoulders. Beautiful. And release. Let's go ahead and take the legs nice and wide. Maybe as wide as you can. Once you find your spot, go ahead and get a nice straight spine. So we're going to draw the chest, the heart forward towards the floor. So not hunching in the back, not bringing the forehead towards the floor, but the chest still opening across the shoulders. Walking those hands out. Maybe you come up on fingertips, keeping those feet nice and flexed. Breathing here to into the inner legs. Maybe you can come down onto your elbows. Pressing up. Go ahead and bring your right hand to the mat. Nice straight spine. Left arm up and over. Drawing that left hand towards the right foot. You might use that right arm, just gently pressing that elbow into the thigh to help you open across the chest. A nice lateral bend, side bend. Inhale up through center, left hand to the mat. As you come through center, go ahead and reach up. Right hand towards left foot. Grabbing behind the thighs, drawing the knees up. Let's go ahead and take the feet nice and wide for now. We're going to start, support yourselves with your hands behind your back and begin dropping both knees in one direction and then the other, beginning to work into those hip joints. We're working the legs towards the mat. They might not be there today. Might not be there tomorrow. Just as long as you feel a nice opening, a nice stretch. And center. Go ahead and bring that left leg across to the right side. Right foot over, sole of the foot comes to the mat. And as you replant those sit bones, go ahead and hug that right knee with the left hand, right arm behind for support. Before we begin twisting, let's take an inhale, lengthening through the spine, and then exhale, twist. extension across of the legs. Once you get that left foot over, go ahead and plant that left hip back on the mat, hugging and lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Left foot across, but then when the right foot comes across, you're going to bring it back a little bit more so the side of the foot is on the mat. And maybe if you're flexible in the hips, your knees might line up right in front of you. If not, that is okay. That's where we're moving towards. Keeping both feet flexed here. You might begin to walk that chest down towards the legs. Breathing here, wherever you find that nice stretch, that nice edge in the back of your hips. Maybe you close your eyes and breathe here. Releasing, relaxing in the neck, the jaw, the face. Not holding any tension around the eyes. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Your next inhale, beginning to press up and untwisting. Let's go ahead and do the other side, and then I'm going to toss off this heater really quick because I can't tell how much noise the camera is picking up. So once you get the legs set up, I'm feeling a pretty good stretch already, just sitting straight. You might find that one side is tighter than the other. So go ahead and take it where you can, fold forward if you would like to. Maybe you begin to walk the hands out if you don't. Maybe allow the eyes to close, breathing here. Again, just relaxing in the face. Just a few more breaths here. Pressing up. And release. Go ahead and draw those legs out long. Bounce those knees. All right, I'm going to turn off the fan quickly here. Or heater, I should say. All right, and then go ahead and make your way onto your hands and knees. Go ahead and take a minute here, double check that your wrists are stacked under your shoulders, knees about hips distance apart, and right under your hips. Once you've got your setup and a nice neutral spine, go ahead and begin to drop that belly, drawing the crown and tailbone up. And on an exhale, pressing through the hands and knees, arching the spine. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Go ahead and bring that left foot back, pressing strongly out through the heel. Inhale that leg up parallel, right arm up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Very nice. Inhale, lengthen. A few more times. Stay with me. One more time. Beautiful work. I know this is a lot of core, a lot of balance. And release. Hand and knee back to the mat. Right foot back. Stretching out through the calf, pressing through that heel. From there, go ahead and bring that right foot up. Left arm forward. Once you've got your balance, on your next exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. More times. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. One more time. Squeezing in, squeezing that core. And release. Beautiful work. Go ahead and bring those big toes together. Knees nice and wide. Press those hips back. Child's pose. Forehead comes to the mat. Next inhale, go ahead and come back forward onto those hands and knees. Once you find that neutral spine one more time, that left arm's gonna come up and out. Inhale, and then on an exhale, threading it under the left. The whole right shoulder comes to the mat, right side of the head, and left hand walks above the head and then back towards the back of the head. Opening in the shoulders. Nice little spinal twist. And if you took your arm out wide, go ahead and begin to walk it back in front of your face. Pressing into the hand to release. Go ahead and bring that left arm up. threads under the right. And then walking that right arm forward and out. Walk that hand back, pressing up and release. Nice work. Go ahead and tuck those toes under, pressing the hips up and back, down dog. Rolling those armpits in towards the ears, making sure that your heels are just out of your view. So if you can see your heels, twist your feet out just a little bit more so the heels are out of view. Pressing those hips up and back, maybe taking a bend in the knees and walking out the dog. One heel and then the other. And then pressing both. Dropping that chest towards the mat, gently gazing behind you. On your next inhale, bending deeply into the knees, coming up onto your toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Let's go ahead and take the feet hips distance apart here. We're going to hang out in forward fold for a moment. Go ahead and cross your hands to your elbows. And then just release in the head and neck. Bend your knees if you need to. But I want you to keep pressing into those heels to get them towards straight. So keep pressing into that stretch. Release in the head and neck. Maybe shake the head yes. No. And twist a little from side to side. Go ahead and release the hands. We're going to tuck the tailbone, tighten the core, come into flat back, all the way up and rise. Inhale, mini back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Go ahead and take a couple standing poses from right where we're at. So take a nice wide stance with your feet. If you were to open the arms up, have your feet at least wrist distance apart, if not hand distance apart. From there, let's just double check that the front heel is lined up with the instep of the back foot. And once those are in alignment, the back toes are going to point towards the side of the mat. Go ahead and begin to bend into that front knee. Just make sure that that front knee stays over the ankle or even a little bit back behind it. The deeper you go into that 90 degree though, the nicer workout you'll get. So take it where your body's at, but always push your edge. Keep pushing your level of comfortability. That's where we grow. Go ahead and take your right hand above the right knee. Left arm up and over in alignment with the ear, pressing out through the side edge of that back left foot. Reaching through those left fingertips. If you started on the opposite side, that's fine. I didn't specify. just a few more breaths here. If you can, open up a little bit more in the chest. So continue rolling that chest open. Shoulders drop down, away from the ears, reaching out through the crown. Inhale, coming all the way up, straightening that front leg. I say we come right into the revolved triangle, so we're really gonna get this front leg good before we switch to the other side. Let's go ahead and bend back into that knee, bringing the hands to the mat, swiveling that back heel up off the mat. We're gonna keep now the left hand on the mat on the inside of the right foot. And now the right arm opens towards the back of the room. On your next exhale, release that right hand back to the mat, swiveling that back heel back onto the mat. Inhale up, kind of coming through warrior two and straightening the legs. So our legs should be perfectly set up, pretty much to just switch directions. Just double check now that that left heel is in alignment with the right instep. Adjust if you need to. There's some micro adjusting. And as you're ready, begin to bend now into that left knee. From there, left elbow to right above the left knee. Rolling that front body open, shoulders open, open across the chest. Inhale, right arm up, reaching through the fingertips. Nice straight line, fingertips to the outside edge of that foot. Keep bending deeper into that front knee. Maybe you peek down, double check that the knee isn't over the ankle. If it is, maybe take a wider stance, then you can still get nice and low. Breathing here. On your next inhale, get ready to come on up, straightening into that front knee. I'm going to set up right here for the revolved side angle. So bending back into that front knee, bringing that right hand inside that left foot, right heel spins up off the mat. Then we'll keep spinning, spinning, spinning to the back of the room. Left arm up. Back to the mat. Right foot swivels down. Inhale all the way up. Nice work. Go ahead and point all toes forward or even slightly pigeon-toed. So the toes can point slightly in. And maybe you want to try both foot positions. They do give you a little bit different stretch in Prasarita here. So go ahead and clasp your hands behind your back. Becoming nice and straight in the legs. So you are going to activate those kneecaps. Draw those kneecaps up towards your body. That will tighten, activate in the quad muscles. Pressing out through the outer edges of the feet, but also through the instep of the foot. So you should feel all four corners of your feet pressing into the mat. Beautiful. So with all that activated, let's go ahead and begin to draw that chest forward and down towards the mat. When we come to our lowest point, it can release the head and neck. Go ahead and begin to draw those hands up off your back. flat back. Exhale, place hands and step back into high plank. Taking an inhale at the top of the high plank. And on your exhale, drawing those elbows into the side, chaturanga to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, back down dog. Breathing here. Gazing back towards the heels. Rolling those armpits in towards the ears. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring that right foot up. Exhale, bending that knee, drawing it in and placing the shin on the mat. Back knee comes to the mat. Knees peek behind you and see that that back leg is tracking straight back. Once you have that checked, go ahead and begin to walk down onto your elbows. Very nice. If you came down onto your elbows, go ahead and begin to press back up. Tucking those back left toes under. Using that foot to press your hips up and back, releasing the right leg, coming back into down dog. From down dog, let's go ahead and lift that left leg up now, bringing it through into the mat. Right foot comes to the mat. Taking that peek back, tracking that foot behind you. Once you've got that all set up, once again, maybe coming down onto your elbows. Maybe you come all the way down onto your forehead. Breathing here, pressing those hips up and back, rolling those armpits under, checking those heels. Go ahead and bend deeply in the knees, coming onto the toes, floating those feet to the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, all the way up, maybe back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, place hands. Step back. And inhale at the top of the plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back. Down dog. And coming to your knees. Toes back, press back, child's pose. Go ahead and inhale back forward. Coming all the way on to your back. From your back, you're going to take just a couple core exercises. So if you haven't built up your core quite a bit, I recommend making a triangle with your thumbs and pointer fingers, placing it palms down up the very, very base of your spine, almost even below the tailbone. You'll find that sweet spot for you. They usually say on the sacrum, but sometimes it can be kind of hard to like lift with it up that high. I recommend a little bit lower, but go ahead and find that sweet spot for your body. Inhale the legs up, and go ahead and try a couple leg lifts, and if the hands aren't in the right position, go ahead and just readjust. We're going to drop the legs. Exhale back up. Inhale, dropping. Exhale up. Inhale, dropping. Maybe you can go a little lower. Exhale up. Drop. And up. Maybe you're going 45. Drop. And up. Maybe you're going to hover right above the mat. Dropping. And lifting just a couple more times. Such beautiful core work, and you're doing such a beautiful job. Taking those legs as far as you can. You really want to feel that belly activate. And one more time. Releasing the hands, releasing the feet to the mat. Go ahead and draw those knees in, giving them a hug. Maybe rocking from side to side. And release the feet to the mat. Left ankle over right knee. Up, figure four. And release, switching the cross. Up and grab in front of the shin, behind the thigh, flexing that top foot. One more time, switching that cross, dropping both knees with the left foot on top, dropping both knees to the right, gazing out over that left arm. And inhale up to center. Switching the cross, both knees over to left, gazing out over your right arm. Nice supine twist, spinal twist. Inhale, knees to center, uncross, and go ahead and draw those legs out long. Arms out to the side, resting the back of the head on the mat. And releasing any control over the breath. Maybe you tuck those shoulders under just a little bit, onto the back, opening the chest a little more. We're just going to take a couple moments here in Shavasana, final resting position. Deep breaths here in Shavasana as you begin to awaken back into the room, back into your present space. Maybe you begin awakening the body by running the thumbs over the other fingertips. Go ahead and stretch your arms out long, all the way through the toes, stretching across your whole belly. And continuing to awaken back into this room, go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to the mat. And as you do that, soles of the feet to the mat with bent knees, go ahead and roll onto your side to fetal position. Enjoying a breath or two here in fetal. And as you're ready, pressing yourself up to seated. And just go ahead and allow that head and neck to come last as you make your way into seated. Let's go ahead and bring our hands eyes to heart center. I'm going to close the class out by chanting a single Om. And if you're in a space where you feel you can do so, I highly encourage just enjoying the feel of that vibration as it moves through your body with your voice. Exhaling. Inhaling. The divine